Today's video brings us to the St. Thomas Anglican Church. This is the oldest cemetery in St. Thomas. If I'm wrong, correct me down below. There's an information plaque for you guys detailing a little bit more of the history. If you want to give her a pause and give her a read through, go right on ahead. First thing you guys will notice if you ever come here to have a look is this gorgeous gate. Hand chiseled stone brick making it. Lots of information plaques. And here is the first view with the 1824 church right there. If you go back in my history, I have done a video here, an actual tour inside this church. Please go have a look at that. You'll enjoy it. Right off the bat, we're gonna come on over by these chamber lanes here and check out the information. MacArthur's Raid, November 11th, 1814. Some more information to do with the War of 1812 to 1814. If you remember the Battle of the Thames, Battle of the Longwoods, Battle of Moravian Town. I encourage you guys, if you really want to see what this all says, because you probably can't see it on screen, if you can, pause it and give it a read, but if you can't, come on out here and have a look. So these are a little bit more recent graves. Hey. Hello, fellow fishermen. As a largie. And I don't mean an Australian bass, I still call them largies.
These are very important people.
1917. McCallie, 1911 and 1918. Like I said, another thing I love seeing in a lot of these is the artwork, the symbolism on a lot of these old headstones, graves.
1812 one here.
The Honorable John Dewey Wilson, MD, born 1833, died 1912, member of the Legislation Assembly 1871 to 1874, House of Commons, 1882 to 1891, the Senate, 1904 to 1912.
VIP.
Wilson. Yeah, he was actual parliamentary, part of the government system back then.
Cool.
Wow. Nothing spooky. Okay, I'm not trying to say anything, but they were part of the Masons. That doesn't mean hooky, spooky, conspiracy stuff, guys. It just, they were a group that liked to do things for the community.
Yeah, they built the community. They helped build the community.
And we have a lot of buildings here in St. Thomas that have the masonry symbols on them.
Hughes. Alice Hughes.
But it still doesn't mean anything conspiracy-like. As well, you'll notice there are a lot of inset into the ground, and you can't really even see them anymore because the grass is growing over it so much.
Somebody removed the eye.
Yeah, that is supposed to say Bissell, but the eye is been chiseled off. Here's an older one that used to be standing, 1878. And there's others that have been removed and no longer here. This is the base for it.
Never seen this one?
Yeah, I've actually never noticed those back there either. We're gonna check those out. Ermentinger. Now, there was a famous judge with that last name here in St. Thomas. Major Reward. 1925. There's another one. These are like right in the gardens. Mary Bell.
Lieutenant Drake.
Oh, actual soldier here. I called him St. Elmo. St. Elmo Drake. You think that's what that's supposed to be for? Rest in peace, good sir. Is there more over here, or are these just stones? It very well could have been. No, look, this has probably had something on top of it. Crazy. And there's actually a pillow. I imagine that's not from the church, though.
In the garden. Bury me in the garden, beside the church.
I don't know if the camera will see past the reflection. Oh yeah. Give you guys a little teaser and make you want to go look at the other video to do with the inside of the church. These are very old school pews in there. They are the literal hard bench pews, and there's an upper section from the days of segregation. Yeah, so I encourage you, go look at that video, you'll like it. Alright, so I guess we'll start back here. It is another older section.
The good stuff.
McCartney. Lavina McCartney, 1802.
Frank.
Francis McCartney, 1864 is the older one on there.
Leonard
1883. These are very, very easily readable still. And you know, I had a comment on, I think it was yesterday's, not yesterday's, but the previous upload, saying what can actually make these more easily readable is bring a spray bottle, a mister. And I guess it'll help show the lettering. It'll help bring out the lettering so we can actually see dates. Like on this one here.
It's quite corroded.
Yeah, very normal, very basic, rectangular headstone. You know what I mean? Like that is, there's probably been no art on that. That was just your plain Jane, but at least it has something left behind. Look at the artwork on that one, I forgot to point out, is the hand holding the book. This was a willow, I think, in the top of this one.
Seems to be a popular motif, the willow.
Yep.
Like you can see them.
Oop. That one's an urn with like some curtains and possibly candles on either side.
That's another big motif, the urn with the curtain over top of it.
Yeah, I know. When you see it from behind, it looks like a cloaked figure. Sarah Eastbrook. It's 1874. Now, yeah, there's so much of these that you can't read the information, but wow. It's just awesome to see that they're still around. What? I'm trying to make sense of this one. AE, 34 years, 11 M's, and 11 D's. Something the perfect man, and behold upright for the, that word's missing, end of that man is peace. Very hard to read that one. And then you've got right here 1803, a piece of 1803.
1803.
No, 1863, my bad, my bad. That looked like an O.
Look at this.
Yeah, okay, like that is in the ground at this point.
This should be cleaned. More in the ground over here.
This looks like a semi-fresh break. Look at that. You can see how white it is in there still. Okay, before we get too deep into this side, we'll come back up and over to these. Kennedy. It's 1861 and 1869. Now understand, if we sat and we were to look through every single one of these We'd be here probably till nightfall if I were to try and read them all off. That don't need to be in here. Fred W. Meek. Look at the size of this slab right here. Like, that is incredible. Now, in this cemetery, there is a lot of variety for the different stones, so this could end up being a longer video. But here we go. His Honorable Charles Oakes, son of Edward Ermentinger. Charlotte, the wife of Edward Ermentinger. And then here's Edward himself. He was a judge, a local official, if I'm not mistaken. They got the Ermentinger house on the end of Wellington.
And it's not.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of this style with different sayings, different engravings and stuff on them. Alright, we'll go over and...
yeah, that way. We'll come back up this way.
We'll check this out real quick here. Hugh Richards.
It's been moved too.
Oh, the whole thing's...
Oh, it's sinking.
Yeah, it's sinking. This could one day end up...
I used to play on this when I was a kid. Wow, it is really sinking. Everything's sinking. Like...
Okay, so I guess I want to make my way over towards there. So if we go down here and come back up.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to go around this way. So we got a bunch of smaller ones right here.
I really want to get my grandmother's grave.
Is it? It's here, eh?
Right over there.
I know, it's back a bit further.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm starting to wonder if maybe instead of showing every single grave in here, that we should just kind of focus on some of the more very unique ones. But I mean, there are a lot of very unique ones. Look at this one the camera's pointing at right here.
Oh, sure. That's pretty.
Even the way that the font is done. Italicized one way, italicized back the other way. If that's the right word I'm looking
straight
for.
Up and down, but wavy.
Yeah, yeah.
This one's kind of cool.
Oh, Craig keeps walking in the frame. You guys, drop a message down below. Tell Craig, get out the shot.
I'm the star.
Get out the
I'm
shot.
the star.
Okay.
Wow, that's really
It's
black
another
and down.
pillar. Now,
Check this one out.
Silcox, that last name right there, when I did the Frome Cemetery, I think the pastor's name or the reverend that helped form that church, I think his last name was that.
Did notice a lot of Silcox in that.
Yeah.
In that video.
See, he did it again.
A little dark this one is.
Actually, you know what? If I hold it just like that, you can see the writing a lot easier. And this one here, I wonder where the black is coming from. Because even looking here, it starts to fill in the letters. Wow, that is like movie-like right there. The way that the letters stand out.
Ooh, neat.
Yeah. Okay, now I know a few of you who know this cemetery know exactly what I'm working towards. I don't remember this one ever being here. It's clearly been here, but I don't remember this one being here. And you think you would, because everybody remembers this one. She was the wife of a bishop or some sort of religious clergy. And over the years growing up, everybody called this poor lady's grave the witch's grave. She's not a witch. Not by any means. But it is a beautiful, beautiful grave, and it's missing a piece off the very top. If you notice, it's got... Oh, that hurts on a cold day like today. Those are solid iron. And they used to be chained all around. And I can remember hearing what I would now call disrespectful stories, but the most ridiculous stories about people getting hexed or cursed because they stepped inside the chain boundary. And I mean, like,
Get over yourselves.
if you seriously believe that kind of stuff, Sure, Halloween must be a real fun time of year for you, but I mean, it is for me too, and I'm not like that. A nice big, what was that, beech tree? Something like that?
There's another middle one.
Yeah, we should make our way back over that direction.
Oh, there's another drake.
Stop, stop, stop.
Very important name in St. Thomas.
That is cool. I bet you they encased it like that, though, to keep it all together.
Stop vandalism.
Okay, so we're gonna head back up this way. And for people who love touring old cemeteries, this is a fairly popular, because of the age, because of the variety of the headstones you see. Abigail Tetzel. So that's a different looking one that catches your eye. And you look at how it's contoured and got the shape like that. Eventually we're going to get our way over there, which is the Chisholm Monument. There's an actual story behind that.
And it's a good one.
I'm not sure I know the story, so I'm not going to tell it here on the channel. There's another big one here we're going to backtrack a little and look at real quick. Now, another one of my loyal viewers commented when we were talking about Honorable Thomas Talbot's grave and mentioned that another one of Canada's more historic figures, Daniel Rappelgee, is buried in this cemetery. I don't remember where. It could be in the back here. Actually, see Ponsford over there. Ponsford was a very famous fire chief here in St. Thomas when we had the rain of fire when the trains collided. Right. If you guys want to hear that story, let me know.
That's a cool story.
We'll try and cover it. But yeah, he died during that event, if I'm not mistaken. Back to the cemetery tour.
Oh, you can see the toboggan hill from here.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, VA Berry Park's down here. Very famous disc golf course if you're into that.
It's a lot bigger when you go down there.
It's a lot bigger when you go down the hill. Especially on a toboggan at like Mach 10. Yeah, so here's a bunch more that have set into the ground. There could be some completely covered by grass in this area. You wouldn't know it. See if we can see a date on here, 1859. There's pieces of moldings along the edging here, and Craig's all caught up in thorns. He usually ends up caught up in thorns to go through anywhere with them. 1871 here. Okay, we're slowly getting a little closer to the massive monument. Mandevilles, Smiths. Geez, I'm almost torn, guys. I don't know which way to take is, because there's so much to see. We could probably get away with doing a couple of videos here.
I could probably spend a few days in here covering history.
Bridger. Yeah, because right now we're up to 14 minutes already, plus whatever else I filmed.
Hey.
Yeah.
No, they're not here for us.
I hope not. $1868, Copeland. 1853. Wow, this is different. Elizabeth Penwarden. We actually have a Penwarden Street here in St. Thomas, but that is a rock with a plaque bolted to it.
Yeah.
That is so natural. Like more of a natural look, right?
Ooh, who's this big one?
Carpenter. Ponsford. Charlotte, Fanny, Charles, and Augusta. Children of George and Sarah, well, Ponsford. So I wonder if George may have been... That's hard to say. I don't know. I'm not the biggest on history. Like, I know a little bit more than the average person in the area on the history, but I am by no means an actual historian. Look how beautiful that is. 1861. And I keep saying this, guys. I know there's a ton in here that are very eye-catching, and I could spend an entire day showing you guys all the different family names, all the different styles, the art that's on all these different headstones. But we just don't have that kind of battery power. This caught my eye, so I thought I'd come right over here. Harold Buck. It's not even that old. It's 1950 and 1997, but the material that it's made out of took quite a bit of aging. I went past that one, didn't I? I walked right past it. Kind of like this one right here. Herbert Topping and Myrtle Elliott. It's not that old. It's 1954, 1978, but it looks so much more aged.
Prime example.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. That's what I started with. Okay, oh yes, Craig actually has a couple of really close ones to him that he'd like to point out to you guys. And they're actually eye-catching headstones. Is it these ones right here?
This is... I can barely see it.
Cyril Fawcett.
Margaret? Sorry.
I can see
Fritz.
Cyril Fawcett.
Yeah. This is the guy I was named after. Cyril.
M.A.R. 1893 to 1943.
My name is Craig Cyril. That's Cyril. And this is my great-grandmother, Nancy Fawcett.
Aha.
And she's pointing in the wrong direction.
Oh, we're getting a flashing battery light. In loving memory. And in case you guys hear some jazz music in the background, it's one of the houses across the street just getting funky. Awesome.
It's kind of weird how they got the cross with the Milner shape at the bottom.
Yeah, some very, very beautiful, beautiful graves. This caught my eye on the bottom of it. Columbus took a chance. 1492. Look at that. Nature takes everything in time. But I'll walk past Martin here. We don't have much battery life left at all. So again, the retaining wall around a family plot. This is the Chisholm family. Somebody lost their mask. I can remember this plot all the way back to when I was a kid. It looked so huge. Let's look at the dates.
There used to be little statues on top and everything. They're gone now.
Yeah, you can see there's still the urn on that side, but not on this side. Okay, battery power. May 16th, 1828, 1832, 1832, 1832, 1833, 1835, and what's the date on this one? 1829.
But if you notice the ages of each people that died,
29, 22, 25, 55, 29, 21, and 29.
They really didn't make it that far.
Now there is an entire story on the Chisholm family. If you look up Chisholm family monument, you will be able to find accurate information that I'm not able to provide you with today. But hey, at least I'm honest about it. And here's the back side. It's a pretty amazing monument hidden away back here in St. Thomas's oldest cemetery. I make a great thumbnail right there. Yeah, this is quite an older section right here. And one other one we were looking for, another grave we were looking for, took a minute to find, hidden amongst all these older graves back here. Not sure you can see the dates or not on them, but 1810, Daniel Rappelgee. Let's slowly go through this if you guys want to read through. because I can promise you I do not have the battery power. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Is this one? Because it says Elizabeth, wife of Daniel Rapogee. Another one, brother of Daniel Rapogee. So there's a whole list along this one. And there's Whitman, Caldwell. But I'm not sure which one, if this is actual Rapogee's grave or not. There's another giant one over here. But again, not Daniel. So where are you, Mr. Rapogee? Which one of these is for you? Maybe it is that big one there and we just can't see his name on it. But yes, he is a very important person to the development of the area and Canada as well. Mentioned this about Thomas Talbot. And there's yet again another very, very popular, what's a popular, if that's the right word, historically important individual for Canada. Look him up if you didn't remember learning about him in history class, because I guarantee you they still teach about him in history class. Alright, there's only a couple more things. We're really going to have the battery power to be able to show you guys today. So we might as well finish up in here. And we'll head on over to the next spot. Oh yes, this is the scattering garden for those who have been cremated.
Every single one of those bricks is somebody.
Is representing somebody. And I can't believe somebody actually left.
Somebody left in Timmy's for somebody.
Maybe they did. Maybe that's what it is.
That's
Maybe.
awesome. I actually like that. Metcalf.
When me and my sister were little, we actually found, I'm not going to go into specifics, but we found things to do with this cemetery coming up the hillside down here. And when we told our mom, she brought us back to the church and we told the people who take care of this, and I guess they fixed it then. Oh yeah, somebody got a nice big hole in the fence there. But speaking of things from up here on the hillside, we saw something we're going to investigate real quick before we decide to end this video today. Alright, this is what we seen from up there. It isn't like a headstone like I thought. It actually says D-U-C-K-W-O-R-S, Duckworth. And then there's another. Oh, I wonder maybe if it was something for an animal. Like for a pet cemetery, not pet cemetery, but a pet's headstone.
Yeah. There's another one down there.
Yeah, I seen it. That's how far up he is. I actually came all the way down here just to film this bit for you guys. And look at that. Just as I came up the hill, I found Duckworth. Well, that about does it for the St. Thomas Anglican Church Cemetery. The oldest cemetery in this area anyways. But I don't know. I think it it rivals some of the other settlers' cemeteries we've explored. So if you enjoyed, please click that like button. Drop a comment down below. What was your favorite? What did you like to see? Maybe you just have some input on this area so that other commenters, other subscribers like yourself can read. But like I said, that about does it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. This does another video in the small cemetery series that I've been working on. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please share them around. Go on Facebook, find the cemetery graveyards, you know, these kind of groups. There are massive groups for this kind of following out there. We really need people to be able to find these videos, and if I share them myself, it's like spamming, and that's kind of against my code. I do not like spam. It doesn't taste right. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We'll see you again real soon. This video's over.